Hello, young people in Voices Against Violence and Seeds of Hope. My name is Reverend Angela Jernigan, and I may not have met all of you, but I have been thinking about you a lot and really wanting to prepare an invitation for you. I know that over the next month, you all won't be meeting in person, so I have a special creative project that I want to invite you to participate in. And you get to choose whether this is something you want to do or not. It's called Junk Journaling. Junk Journaling for Peace. Today I want to just tell you a little bit about what a junk journal is, how it brings peace, and tell you what it will mean for you over the next 4 weeks if you care to do this with me. This is one of my junk journals. I use them for a lot of things. I take everyday stuff that shows up in my life and I collage with it and I paint and just use this as a space for self-reflection, a space to respond to the things that are happening in my life or in the world, and begin to change those things, begin to figure out, what do I want my response to be? Junk journals are done just in an everyday composition notebook, and I often journal, write words, do some planning in my junk journal, and just use it for what feels really enlivening to me and keeps my mind moving out of the kind of dangerous zones, the bad neighborhoods in my head, and keeps my mind moving toward what is beautiful to me, what looks good to me to see today. And I love to just transform things from my everyday life, even boring things or difficult things, and turn them into something that feels really satisfying and encouraging to me to see. In Junk Journaling for Peace, we're going to give you each a composition notebook and an art kit. And the Voices Against Violence youth are going to have a different art kit than Seeds of Hope kids. And I'm going to work with each of you to make sure that we have given you the right art supplies for you and the right art supplies for, the kind of space you have at home for making art. I'm somebody who is really lucky at this point in my life to have an art studio where I can create art, but that wasn't always true. I always loved to create art just using whatever space I could find. I even do art in the car, on airplanes, just outside on a bench. And my motto is start where you are, work with what you have, and create what you need to see. So this is my invitation for you to join me. We're going to give you a composition notebook, we're going to give you art supplies, and just give you a chance to learn how to combine different kinds of art supplies in a way that feels really good and satisfying to you. I'm going to give you a couple of assignments and have you make, over the next 4 weeks, at least 2 double-page spreads. Now you can do many more if you want to, but the main idea here is that I just want to see that you've tried and that you've really brought yourself to the journal to see how you can make it your own. So if you think you would like to join me for JJ for Peace this month, first, tell Pastor Mike that you'd like to join JJ for Peace. Second, pick up your art kit at McGee Avenue Baptist Church on Saturday, January 22nd. Third, come to the Voices and Seeds Zoom classroom on Monday at 4:30 with your art kit. I will be in our Zoom classroom for Voices Against Violence and Seeds of Hope every Monday for the next 4 weeks to make art with you and to talk about how it's going. But if you are sick of Zoom and you don't want to come to the Zoom art classroom, that's fine. You can do the art project on your own. Instructions to find Lesson 1 will be in our Google Classroom, and instructions to find the Google Classroom will be in your art kit when you pick it up at McGee. Number 4, at least one time you should meet with me over Zoom and or email me pictures of what you're working on. You should feel free to cover over parts of your pages that feel too private for you to share. You can just put a piece of scrap paper over that section while you're taking a picture of it. You will get a stipend for your participation in Junk Journaling for Peace if you really engage wholeheartedly in this process. I want you to complete at least 2 double-page spreads. You could do more. Really take your time with them. You may come back multiple times to do all your layers. Also, I want you to be able to tell me what you learned about yourself in this process. What did you discover about the role that art can play in your relationship with you? Remember, this whole project is really more about process than product. I sure hope that you decide to join me for Junk Journaling for Peace.